Guys, I made it. I made it to El Paso, Texas. Fortunately for me, I had some stuff I had to do last night. I couldn't leave. The guys left last night. They've been driving for 2 solid days. I've done that drive a handful of times. Not fun, but just landed in El Paso, Texas. I have the job of going and getting groceries, some last minute things from Sportsman's Warehouse. Then I have about an hour and a half drive north. I was thinking I was the lucky one because I got to fly in here and get the rental truck. They made me go and get groceries. Hour and a half in that stupid place. I hate Walmart.
Well, here we go, guys. Another adventure and another long road trip for us. B-Mac packing attack.
So many hours to drive. So many hours to drive to New Mexico. We're headed to New Mexico to chase elk.
We stayed in this little tiny town in southeast Utah called Monticello, and then continued our journey down here to New Mexico. We finally made it, and the word is that Casey has already flown, landed, and we're gonna meet him down here at the airport where we are meeting.
We're meeting with Adam Weatherby. So he's the CEO of Weatherby Inc. Very, very long and rich history in the firearms world. It's pretty cool that he's still a part of this organization. I think it was his great-grandfather started the company many years ago. So couldn't be more excited to go chase some big old bull elk that roam these crazy kind of rolling juniper type country. From what I can tell anyways, that's what it's going to be like. Casey and I have hunted the Gila a lot. If you guys remember our Hushlife movie a couple years ago, that was also down on the Gila. But we are going to be switching it up and going to a new area. So it's always fun when you can go to a place you've never been to before, scouting it online, looking through old forums, doing as much research as you can, and just once you get there, then you got to go try to find the elk. So the season opens tomorrow. Adam will be flying in a little bit later, so we're gonna go meet up with Casey, dump a rental truck to Adam, and then get out and find a place to camp.
Sounds like Adam is coming straight from Wyoming off another elk hunt where he had, what, 5 tags in camp?
Yeah.
I think they killed 4 out of 5 bulls, and unfortunately Adam didn't get one, but he hunted hard all the way till the last night. And then he's a pilot himself, so it's crazy. He's flying himself from Wyoming down here to New Mexico. And we're gonna get him a rental truck, and then we'll see Adam at camp in the next few hours or so. Look at these bums. Look who it is. Casey Truck Rental Levere.
Don't show anybody where I just put the keys, okay? Don't come steal the truck.
Nobody ever puts them in the gas tank, right?
Never.
Here I am, just left Wyoming. There's Colorado. We're on our way to New Mexico to hunt some bulls with the Hushin dudes. It's gonna be fun. Woo.
Our good friend Zach that lives actually down here in this unit that we've drawn, that Brian drew and Adam drew, has been helping us get ready for this hunt with some places to go and look and scout. But he dropped us a pin on our Onyx Hunt app, which is a new feature, which is super rad. So he dropped us a pin of a potential camp spot, and we're just about there. We're gonna make a decision if that's what we're gonna call home for the next 5 or 6 days. We're liking the looks of it. And honestly, it looks like we can glass right here from camp. So it's centrally located, and there's plenty of hunting to do, Zach said, right out of camp. So Yeah, I think this is gonna do for sure.
This country is cool. Got fire pit. Go give this place a look. Pretty simple, pretty flat. Got a fire pit.
Good. Up to right.
Yeah, that's just fine.
This is where you want it?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Pop right out.
Is this where we're gonna live?
I think this is home for the next 5 or 6 days.
Zach did a good job.
Yeah.
Put us in a good spot.
Got everything we really need.
What's crazy is it is one of the highest points right here, and you could see 360 degrees around camp. I like this stuff, guys. We're gonna glass some elk up in this stuff.
Good. Nailed it there.
Look at his head come out the truck. About ready to eat some dinner, and our guest of honor finally made it here. It's kind of a long trip, right? But he is here. Adam Weatherby, who is the CEO of Weatherby, made it to join this elk camp with us. So we're excited to have Adam, and he's just finishing up some salmon on the Camp Chef. We're gonna eat a healthy meal. Tomorrow is opening morning, and we had a good evening of finding some elk. We probably saw close to 40 elk tonight. A couple nice bulls. We're gonna develop a game plan after dinner and then try to get out and execute it. But we are super excited to have this opportunity to hunt with Adam and learn a lot more about Weatherby's history and heritage in the firearm world. We were just having a conversation about it right now, so it should be a lot of fun.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Adam. Really excited to be out here on the Hushin hunt. Kind of our first, well, these guys have been hunting with our stuff for a while, but for me to be here with them, we had that long range deal, what, last year at our place?
California, yeah.
You guys came out and we kind of started from then, and you guys have been using our stuff, and we've been following you guys, and then here we are in New Mexico, so it's gonna be cool.
Darvin, Marvin, Adam,
dude.
Weatherby flew in from Wyoming today.
That's right.
Pick your poison.
Just give me one.
Okay,
I'll eat it.
that
one's perfect. Jeez. I already like camping with the Hushin crew, but we're gonna need to get some more sauce tomorrow. These guys don't know how to do sauce.
Sure we got some
and condiments and stuff. Still have to run into town.
Tartar sauce. Do you need Miracle Whip?
Jeez.
What do you need?
You want some
Crazy.
rice?
Oh, please. This right here is gonna power us through tomorrow.
There'll be nothing left behind. I can promise you that. There'll be no food wasted here tonight. This is my type of meal. Healthy and well balanced. Salmon,
Saved it.
sauteed veggies, and brown rice, all on the Camp Chef.
Welcome. It's opening morning. It's 4:50. It's the earliest that we've ever woken up. Ever. On any hunt. I'm almost positive of it. We are gonna go meet up with our buddy Zach. We've got a game plan established and in place. We'll go try to execute it. The only thing that's not great about today is the wind. It's pretty horrific, actually. It's going to be windy, I think. It's most of the day. It says it's going to die down from gusts over 30. Just happening right now. I slept in the back of my truck. Eric and Adam slept in the jumping jack. Casey and Andy in the tent. And I think I got the best deal because it was loud all night. It got worse by a lot. So once this wind goes away today, it's going to be amazing. Perfect weather, great conditions. So we shall see what opening morning holds. Hopefully lots of big elk.
You guys might want to stretch a little bit because we're about to have to jump across the river too.
Ooh, talking about jumping? Do a potato picker here. This is so flexible. So nimble. Our good buddy Zach here came last night, spotted a really nice bull. He's broke above his fourth, but he's a stud bull. And he's thinking there's some other other bulls in here, so we're gonna probably split up a little bit, and me and Brian are gonna glass this first knob, and then Zach, Eric, and Adam are gonna go a little deeper and try to find a bull. What's the odds you're giving us of shooting a 380 bull today? 390? I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any odds. I don't know.
You're saying there's a
I
chance.
don't know. Yeah, there's a
He
chance.
says there's a chance. We're not looking for score. We're looking for something that gets us excited. So I think that's going to happen today. I pushed the button.
So who's going this way? Me, you, Eric, and Andy. Yep. Your job is to shoot it up today.
Yeah, that bull was kind of on deer now. But we'll probably try to circle it.
Okay. Cool. See if we can turn up the big one. Good luck, buddy. You too, man. Dude, I'm feeling it. It feels good. The wind's gone, kind of. I think we're gonna climb the hill and go find the wind. But I'm feeling good. These new stretchy pants, First Light, this is my first time. Stretchy pants, they feel really good. Yeah, I'm ready to hike. I'm ready to hunt. It's First Light of opening morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. A little breezy, we'll deal with it. We got to our glassing point that we're gonna sit at. Casey and I are gonna try to cover this big basin. See if we can turn up a good bull for either myself or for Adam. It's a good spot though. Our buddy Zach just shared a waypoint with us on Onyx Map, the app feature. Never been here, hiked in the dark this morning. Just showed up and we're able to get right to it. So it's a very valuable tool that we're using, especially we've never been to a place and we snuck in off this one road access point in between a bunch of private. That's another valuable tool. So we're back here. We are going to start glassing. We can see what we can come up with. It's going to be a good day. Well, the sun's starting wanting to creep up. Beautiful sunrise this morning out here. And we are probably about 10 minutes from our destination. Up on this high point is where we're headed. This country, the mountain itself, I wouldn't say is that aggressive, but all the rocks that are on it are. So it's pretty tough hiking in the dark without a flashlight. Here we go, guys. Opening day, New Mexico. Absolutely beautiful. First elk of the day. 2 elk of it. Dude, there's elk everywhere. How far up in the dark stuff?
Okay, so you got this white ridge,
Yes.
and then the next one. And you can just see this yellow butt. Kind of. He's pretty high on the mountain, probably the top.
Got him. Yeah, I got him.
It's a bull, but I can't tell how big he is.
We have seen quite a few elk this morning already, which is cool. There's one bull that looks like he's decent, but he hasn't given us a clear look, so we're just trying to wait for him to walk out of these junipers. It looks like he's a decent, mature bull. Alright, we just spotted a herd of elk. There's elk everywhere, dude. It's crazy. There's freaking cactus. 2 bulls, like right there, 400 yards away. It's like, there's everywhere. Yeah, there's cactus everywhere. There's cactus. Gotta watch out for the cactus. But we got a herd of elk with a big bull with them. Big 5x6, it looks like. That's the busted one. We got the bull that Zach found last night. He's busted after the 4th, but he's seriously consider shooting that bull even though he's broke. a big bull. He's mature.
He's the biggest bull we've seen so far.
So how much does a broken tip matter?
I guess that's
a
up,
big, mature
that's up
bull.
to the hunter. He's a shooter all day if he's not broke. So now he's broke a couple points.
Right.
What does it really change? You know, he's still old, he's still mature, he's still the biggest bull we've seen.
And it adds to the story. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, anybody can go shoot a
big
normal
old bulls.
340 bull.
Yeah, you can go shoot a straight six all day, any day.
I could take one for the team with this. He's a nice bull.
It's really not even taking one for the, I mean, it's a great bull.
Yeah.
Not broke. You're shooting that bull right now.
But that's the question is,
But then
who
he
cares?
breaks.
Who cares
yeah,
if
like,
it's broken?
it's just a piece of antler this long. Right. It's such a funny thing when a bull breaks the antler. It's like, oh, he's broke. You can't shoot it. Zach put us on the point, not a point, the point. This is a good glassing point from here.
We've seen probably 7 different groups of bulls. First half hour of light. This is crazy.
Well, guys, we just keep moving and covering ground, glassing a lot. We've got a herd of elk right here, probably 7 to 8 cows and a 6-point bull. He's got some really nice unders, and then he's busted his royal on his left. And then his back end's just kind of short. So far, busted bull is the biggest, most mature elk we've seen. But
It's tough. It's tough to be a big bull out
it's tough to be a big bull.
here. All them fighting bulls.
Seems like there's that 300-inch class that's hanging out with the cows still.
Let's try it. If we can't see, we'll start going down. Like he's right here. I would stay right there. I'd stay right there. This bull has been bugling 50, 100 times. He just won't shut up. He's probably up in those trees 700 yards away. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna find out. That's a different one. There's more than one. I only have one tag though, so this is a problem. I'm gonna have to figure something out. That's a small bull. Yeah. He's probably chasing the rear. This wouldn't be the same rooster. It's not. That's 6 on both sides. He's beautiful. What's that?
He's barely a 6. She's making a lot of noise. Yeah, he's bugling right now. No, he's sniffing. I think that was him.
Well, we heard that bull screaming like 100 times, and he popped out, and he was a small bull. So, man, he just won't shut up though. So we're sitting around waiting to see if something else pops out. So, but bugling elk is always fun, no matter if you end up shooting or not. So, we haven't been bored yet this morning. We haven't had time for snacks. No, definitely not bored, right?
Definitely not bored.
No.
Chasing bugles at the end of October.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
bad.
Crazy.
As soon as I let Zach get in front, every single time he goes in front, he finds a shed. And I'm literally trying so hard. And he's not trying whatsoever. Every time he steps in front of me, dude, right there. Well, I'd say the morning hunt's pretty much over. It's not always over, but the rush of opening day is over, and we're just waiting for B-Mac and Casey, and look who just turned the corner.
Look at that.
Unstaged.
What's up, gentlemen? Found the bone zone.
We're in it all the way.
Glad you got that one. So we just met up with these guys, made a new plan for this afternoon. We're gonna hike out of here, which we're already hiking out of here. And what do you need? A big bowl.
Yeah,
What would you do with a big bowl? Shoot it? I'd
With
probably
what?
shoot it. Dang it. Wait, this isn't on video. This is the second one. When you own a gun company, a firearm company, I guess you just leave them on the mountain if you want. Dude, they're disposable. I'll just get another one.
Golden treasures.
I have never left behind my rifle, ever. I've left behind everything else, but never a rifle.
See how long you would blast it.
Oh my gosh.
That'd have been bad.
Turn off the camera.
So focused on elk.
This is my gun. I'm gonna need it later. Good afternoon. So tonight we're loaded up. We're in really low country. We're at like 5,600. We're instead of like 7,000 or 8,000 feet where we were earlier. But this is sometimes where the big bulls hang out. In fact, there was a 430 bull shot out on some private land around here last year. So we're thinking they may kind of be down here, commuting down to the field. So we're gonna hike up into these hills tonight and just do some glassing and see what we find. Brian and Casey went somewhere else. Where'd they go? They went up a little bit higher country, so they're glassing another area tonight. So we're still kind of scouting out everything to see what we're gonna find. But it's really weird because it seems high deserty down here that there would be bulls here, but this is New Mexico and it's crazy.
It's the evening of opening day, guys. We had an awesome first morning, saw a ton of elk. Considered, there's one bull that might get looked at again, the one that had the broken horn after his fourth. But we're out with Zach's dad, Paul, checking out a new spot. Gonna do a lot of glassing. Paul's kind of a legend around the world of hunting. If any of you guys have ever participated in monster muleys, you may know him as New Mexico Paul. He's kind of famous around these parts, but in a weird kind of roundabout way, he's somewhat the reason that Casey and I met. So long story there that we'll get into later, but we are excited to go check out this new country. Kind of the program on this hunt is just glass and glass and glass and more glassing, and so far it's been working well. We've turned up a lot of elk, but we're looking for these bulls that are isolated. So for those of you that haven't really rifle hunted elk, this is only my second time, but the bigger bulls will pull off the herd early, and they just kind of go into hiding and really try to recover from a long September that's been very tough on them. So we're looking for those isolated bulls. There's still bulls with cows, there's still some bugles, but most of the time they're more like a juvenile type bull that is coming in late after most of the elk have already been doing their thing and doing the, during the rut. So we need an isolated lone bull, hopefully mature. That's the plan.
Well, we have made a huge drop in elevation compared to where we were this morning. This stuff down here is like desert country, but there's definitely elk. There was some elk tracks at a water tank down below, and I just cut some fresh elk tracks right here. Wouldn't be surprised if there's elk in this draw right ahead of us. Plan is to get high, of course. Glass as much country as we can. But I like it down here, to be honest. I feel like we could turn up a giant bull. I wouldn't be surprised if there's elk right in this draw where these tracks are. But here's what it looks like. Just wide open. I don't know, I think we're gonna turn something up tonight. We only have about an hour and a half left to light, so it's gonna be quick. Pretty slow evening so far.
Wasn't like this morning.
It wasn't like this morning. Everyone out here has told us though that the mornings are a lot better than the evenings. But man, you just want to get a glimpse of one of those bulls that's just on that next level. That's just like shooter. Every elk we see, we're like, oh, zoom in. Small bull. There's a lot of elk out here, and there's a lot of country too. So
There's not a lack of elk in this unit. We've seen, I don't know, 50, 60 elk today. A lot of bulls. We're just trying to find the one. But Paul, the guy that brought us out here, I feel like me and Brian are pretty good at glassing, pretty good behind the vortex. We don't miss a lot. This guy is face crushing us tonight. Absolutely face crushing us. He's got another bull spotted down here we're gonna go look at. No,
Is he?
Oh, the one I'm looking at.
Look around, just, there might be something else in there. No.
Guys, check this sunset out though. We've seen a lot of elk and that's been fun, but that's pretty rad too. It's gorgeous. The camera never does it justice. Morning. Here we are, day 2. Gonna go look for some big elk. Eric and I are up here with Zach, and it's like the bottom side, like 8 miles south of where we were yesterday, and we're gonna see if there's some big ol' elk. Zach, good morning. I saw that you swerved. You saw an elk. Was it a cow or a bull?
I think it was a cow.
Oh yeah, let's scare them all off.
If you're new to hunting, what you do is right when you pull up, you honk and then you slam the doors. It helps like call them in. Good morning, good morning. Day number dos here in New Mexico. And I'm gonna tell you, this sunrise was a beautiful thing. Another beautiful thing was Eric and Adam got up at 4 to go meet Zach. And our plan was to hike out of camp today, which meant we got to sleep until 6. That is also another beautiful thing. So we're going to go to an area where Brian had scouted the day before the hunt and saw a ton of elk. We're just hoping that bigger bulls moved in there and we find some more elk. So that's our game plan for this morning anyways.
Swing shift always produces for this team. So getting that extra hour and a half of sleep could really pay some dividends, I think, this morning. The other thing that's going to be incredible, the wind is gone. It is dead calm. It's so much cooler this morning, and it just feels like a good day to shoot an elk. So that's the plan. Let's go shoot an elk, guys.
Alright guys, first light of day 2, and we are covered with elk pretty much every direction. There's a herd to the right with like 7 cows and a lone bull. And then there's some down below. Getting on the phone scope. Yeah. Here, check them out. Oh. So they're down there. That's the bigger bull. Yeah. Okay, big one. A little more light to really tell what he is, but I don't think he's that long in the main beams and everything. But we got some bugles over here. We never saw anything over there, right? So we still we need to confirm. But there's bugles over there. Get some phone scope of him. He's down there rutting them. So we're just gonna stay on this high point, and then after we kind of confirm everything right here, we'll probably just keep going, and ridge after ridge. Just try to find a big one. But it's a fun morning already. Oh yeah, these smaller bulls are still with the cows. Yeah, looking for the loner. We need a loner. Big ones. Yeah. Good morning so far. Oh yeah. There's elk on this side of that. so did the wind. We're out of the wind. It's so nice without the wind. But we just took inventory on that spot. Didn't see any shooters. Just no big mature bulls, so on to the next ridge over. Just ridge after ridge, just keep going. Glass, glass, glass. Elk, but they're just so far away. We're gonna go try to find some close ones. Taking the puffy coat off. Gonna hike a hill. No biggie. Another one over to the right, kind of right over this green tree that's right ahead of us. Yeah, we got a good look. He's definitely next to that broke bull. He's got the most mass, most maturity, heavy horned. So this bull has potential. So we're taking a look at him now. There's a couple other elk around him. So
He does have a split G4.
no, that's pretty sick. All right, we're gonna take a good look at this. Zach just left. Right before he left, we did see a little split of a 7th on his right side. He's got that split 4, really unique. Zach said before he left, he said, I'd shoot that over the broke bull. He's number 1. So I like him. Jury's still out for Eric. But
I'm still thinking about it, but it's Adam's hunt, and if we go over there and get a shot opportunity and you want to shoot
well, he's still over a mile. He might cross the ridge. We may never see him again, so let's go. We just keep working closer and closer. In that last spot, he walked out in the sun. We got some phone scope footage of him. He's just sitting up there staring down this little muley buck. But yeah, he's a solid bull. We're just going to try to get on the next ridge. If we get to the next ridge across from him, we'd be within shooting distance. But that ridge is a long ways away. Small. You see him? I saw the mule deer, and that was over there with him. Okay, where's that at? Behind these bushes. So, just break those trees. What's down low? Looks like a moo cow or a deer. Yeah, it's a moo cow. About 800 yards from where he was before. Yeah. So there's now about 25 elk together. There's another pretty decent 6-point in there too. We're probably going to bed pretty soon. We're over 4 miles in. It's 9:22 in the morning, so we're probably sticking out here all day. See if we can go find this guy.
He's a shooter.
He's a shooter.
If we get to 6x7, you're loaded.
Yeah, oh, I'm ready. Oh yeah.
Sweet. Right when we came over this ridge, it looked like we must have bumped a group of elk right to the bull. The bull only had a couple calves, but we jumped somewhere in here. We must have bumped 15, 20 elk right at him. So he got up and they took off. Now they're all together. Well, it's about 4 p.m. Adam and I pulled an all-dayer and took a nap up here and just decided to stay out because there's so many elk. So we're actually on the knob we started on yesterday morning, and it's what, 4? Just after 4, and we've seen probably a dozen elk moving around early.
Like the last hour and a half. Actually starting at like what, 2:30?
Yeah. Second day, evening of the second day. And we've decided that try a different locale. But what we've seen is we have found elk everywhere we've gone, so we just found a place on the map, on our Onyx map, chip, and here we are. We're just trying to find a good place to be able to glass all this country, but a lot of country to be glassed. Do you want to try to get out to that point? Yeah. I have to take this call real quick, though. My wife's calling. He has to take a call. His wife's calling. I seen him cruising on the canyon, so we're gonna get on the next ridge. Hopefully we can see him from there. Sound like they were fighting. Sounds like raking or fighting. We're in the rut action. We have a bull raking right here. And I don't know what, if he saw us move or what, but I walked back about 80 yards, started calling, came back, was trying to ask Andy if they'd seen it. I look in this opening, he's standing right there, going to call him from now on. Just make him curious enough, it's real easy. In case you guys were wondering, I am not carrying the Hoey bow. I'm actually carrying a Weatherby rifle. But we are setting up and calling in elk as if we were archery hunting. It is the strangest thing that I've ever seen. But we just had two bulls come in. They came in a little to the left of me, but Casey said it was a super nice 6-point. Which is crazy because it's like October 22nd. I would have had a shot at 400 yards. This is 0 to 300. I don't think I have to do many ballistic calculations at 40 yards, but that was nuts. It was short and sweet, but we just got a glimpse of a big, big bull. Exactly what we're looking for, yeah. Probably the biggest bull we've seen. Straight 6-point, good mass, every point is long. And he's got a busted fifth on his left side. But even with that, he's a no-brainer bull is what we're calling him. Something that really just stands out from all the others.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Set up down here. They're gonna have to come up the bottom. Go left, go left. They went this way. They're on this side. They're gonna have to come out from the bottom. Just stop right here. I think we better. We went after the monster, and we ran into him into the trees, him and a cow. Saw the cow, had a shot there, but the bull, we just saw his tips running through. Never saw him again. So here we are, 8.8 miles, and now we're in the middle of nowhere, and we gotta go find the truck and regroup for tomorrow and try to find this guy. So we saw a big one, put a 1.5 mile stock on him, but we lost him. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, but this is hunting, and Eric Chester is wearing me out, but we're having a good time, right, bro?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were on a mission. I mean, you guys know how it is. Those of you who hunt elk know. When they're determined to go, whether it's to feed at night, to go to bed, they just go. We hustled and got down there. We saw a nice 5-point with probably about 8 cows. And then right after we picked up to move, it's like, boom, there's that cow at what,
Yeah.
80 yards?
Last probably 50.
So she came out in the wide open, and Adam saw her really well, but then the bull was just right below her, and all we saw was the tips. But the sad thing is, on our hike earlier, we were beyond halfway to this other parking spot. We were 5 miles in, 3 miles to the truck. Well, we hunted back, and we had the other guys relocate the truck, so we kind of need to call them and have them relocate the truck again, because we're going back the way we came. So it's going to be a long hike, and it's about to get dark. We're just going to get some drink. I got some Mountain Ops in here, and we're eating pistachios and whatever snacks we have to fill up on energy.
Here we go.
So we've spotted probably 10, 12 bulls throughout off in this mountain. And I'm trying to confirm what those bulls are. And we got the map crew that are just looking at maps. Is that a map?
I would say, I mean, if we wanted to do two, Adam would prefer to split up, cover more country.
You're not down for the fun, are you?
They make it so difficult. All you have to do is take your gun, take your Weatherby 300, Weatherby mag, walk over there, shoot one.
Wait, what are you doing? I thought you guys were gonna kiss there for a second.
Which one is he?
What,
Upper right?
The horns on them?
Yeah. Shut up.
Stress relief.
Dude, he's so narrow, he's like 20 inches wide.
I think it's a caribou.
He is bigger than I thought.
He probably wouldn't make buck. Who's buck?
Kelly Blue Buck.
Kelly Blue Buck. It's not gonna make Kelly Blue Buck.
There is potential, Adam, that's the double royal bull.
Sorry guys, you guys are going to the right.
What?
And here's what I learned yesterday. You go over there and you see another one in 5 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
So, you know what? He would be on this exact same path, too, as he was yesterday, if that is the double royal bull.
Probably a triple royal, actually. Probably has quadruple fronts with cheese.
That was fun. We spotted these elk way back at the glassy point and split up with Adam and Eric. Beelined it over here, probably close to 3/4 of a mile, I'd say. And we got right on top of them. We actually bumped them. They ran out to 360 yards. Here, he's screaming right now still, which is cool. But he's a 5x6. Kind of went through the motions though. It's always good to practice because it's usually a rodeo to get in a situation like that. So very soon I'm going to use that. Very soon. So it's the Onyx Hunt app that we use all the time. This morning when we left the truck in the dark, you just turn on the track feature. So we're 2.5 hours into our hike, 3.7 miles, distance gone, averaging 1.5 miles per hour. So we're cruising, but it's a really nice feature to have. So you can figure out where the heck you're going in the dark and then find your way back also. And then just keeps track of everything as a log. So we use it all the time. The phone's on airplane mode. I saved these maps earlier and it works just like your GPS would work. So it's a great tool.
Well, guys, it's about 9 a.m. Things are definitely slowing down. We decided to all kind of split up, and B-Mac and Casey and Andy went left and Adam and I went right. Since we've split up, we've only seen about 4 or 5 elk and no bulls, or no shooter bulls. I think we're just gonna keep cruising. Today is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was warm, but today is hot. So I think we'll just keep going. Yeah, we kind of came back down here in the region that we scared out that big bull last night. Watching the video, he's got a broken 4 and 5 on his left side.
but he's real mature, so he's a shooter. Oh, yeah, without question. Dang it.
What are you doing over there?
I used to be able to cow call the blade of grass, but it's been a while. We all left all of our calls at camp. It's not working. I can't remember exactly how I did it.
You nailed it.
Did I nail it? Dang it.
That was a good effort, but absolute miserable execution. We're in the middle of snack time. It's called Andro Sandro. It's a bagel, everything bagel, jalapeno cream cheese, and some salami. Very good, very fulfilling. I'm gonna wash it down with a Nutter butter and a Gatorade. Kind of in the lull of the day, even though it's not even noon, but we're pretty committed out here. We are more 4.2 miles back, so we'll stay out here. Sounds like Adam and Eric are not seeing very much, so we made the best decision to go left versus right this morning because we've been in elk. Sorry, Adam. This bull keeps talking, but he has not shown himself. He's in this little bowl that's really timbered heavily and you can't really see it even with a spotting scope. Hopefully he gets up and moves around and we can figure out what the heck it is for sure. And then we'll likely end up where we were opening morning, where Casey and I were opening morning, and we saw that broke bull. See if we can turn him up again. He would definitely be a bull to shoot today.
It sounds like B-Mac and Casey are getting into him. But we were kind of headed back towards the truck, glassing a lot. We just turned up some elk, put the scope on them. We got 3 cows over in this dark timber. We're just guessing there's a bull with them somewhere. So we're gonna try to get closer and try to pick him out, but the bull is right, the cow's right up there. It's gonna be tough to see, but I think if we cross this ridge and get up high, we can look down in them. It's about midday now. Adam and I just picked up from where we were and headed down to this canyon. So we're kind of sitting on like the south-facing slope, and the north-facing slope is really dark timber. And today is hot, so if I just had to guess, looking on Onyx maps, I'm going to the dark timber patches. So we're gonna sit here and glass. I will glass the elk in here, I promise. That's a promise. Me and Adam are gonna weed him out of the thick stuff. You spot him, I'll shoot him. Deal. Call it a deal. See the dark canyon walls, guys. I'm just gonna sit here with my binos and my spotting scope and just pick it apart. Sooner or later, a bull or a cow, an elk will get up to change beds or just to eat. We'll find an elk in here. It's gonna be fun. This is the stuff I love. Doing the things that most people would just go back to camp and not do. That's when I like to get out there and just glass.
Trying to talk him into a nap back at camp, but here we are again. I missed one. First wild onion of the year. It's all muddy. Freaking awesome. We're a lot better gatherers than we are hunters, obviously. There's a good onion. I just called in a javelina.
Andrew just, with the naked eye, spotted a bull way on a distant ridge. We're confirming what they are. 2 bulls, it appears to be. We also have a cow across from us.
See how his unders are good, like those thirds? That one's right here. Just a 5. See, we'll get big swords, and then his fists are just, don't have anything behind them. Yeah, it's just pretty small. Good potential now. I didn't realize I was hunting with Judgy McJudgerson. Just judge every bull. Put a number on him.
It's just about to get dark. We're working with last light here. We sat there for a few hours and just glassed a ton of cow elk. Never did see a bull. So we're gonna just work our way to this rim about 500 yards away for last light. We heard a bugle down this way, but we haven't been able to see it yet. So we're gonna try to get eyes on that. Alright, morning, it's day 4, and there's a big bull that's been spotted somewhere up here. I've already walked a couple miles in, and we're gonna go check it out and see if he's within range and if he's the size that we're looking for and everything. But we think it's a pretty good lead. So Brian and Eric are actually back at camp today, and they're hunting from camp. There's been some good bulls spotted there, so we'll see what day 4 brings us. But it's a beautiful morning. It's a little bit cooler today, so hopefully the bulls will stay out longer.
We switched things up today. Got our good buddy Chris Geikma, owner of Compass West Outfitters. Yeah, they tagged out, 6 guys in 3 days? Huh? You guys tagged out 6 tags in 3 days? Yeah. 6 tags in 3 days. And then we're gonna try to make it. We're gonna make
They
it
were feeling
8.
bad for us because we'd walked 30 miles in 3 days. And how many bulls have we shot so far?
I can't, I started to count them last night. 0.
Yeah, it's like, if you use both hands,
yeah,
it's still 0. Yeah.
So Chris offered to come help us today. He's, like I said, owner of Compass West Outfitters. The dude probably knows his unit better than anybody else in the world. Would you say that, Chris? Huh? Would you say you know this unit better than anybody in the world?
Oh yeah, for sure. At least all my boyfriends and girlfriends out there in YouTube land. I'm your man.
And that's how this morning has started, so.
Good morning, everybody. I think we're on day number 4 now. Sun's about rising. We traded teams. Eric and I are hanging out today. Casey is with Adam. And we met a guy, Chris, we've known him through social media for quite a while. And he was kind enough to offer some help. So he is also with Casey and Adam. And they're sneaking in on an area that they think there's a pretty good bull in there. So I hope this finally works out. We've put in a ton of miles, a lot of effort, and we just haven't seen that age class of elk that we're looking for this particular hunt. But we're also running out of time because it's only a 5-day hunt. So we're kind of getting up against it. So Eric and I are covering one area, just trying to find a mature bull. And expectations may be a little lower now. So the plan is for us to shoot 2 elk today. That's the plan. Just need to find them.
Saw a bull. Good bull. It's after shooting line. We're good. Chris is trying to determine if it's the bull he saw last night or not. Yeah, he's nice, but he's 6 or small. Yeah. Yeah, I've got pretty good video.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be gone in about 20 seconds, but is that assuming? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I know. It's your guys' call. That's definitely not. So
got him.
Hit it.
Get another one in him.
I heard him.
He's going up. He's gonna tip over right there.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Adam Weatherby.
One shot at 525, baby.
How about that 300 Weatherby mag?
Magnum. Thank you, Grandpa. 72 years it's been killing elk. Look at that.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, bro.
That was awesome. Dude, 4 days we've hunted our butts off.
Man, I felt great on that shot, so.
Dude,
I couldn't have been
520?
more solid. Yeah, I mean, I ballistic dialed it for 525. So it was 10 clicks.
Guys, we showed this gun a little bit, but 300 Weatherby mag. Vortex Viper on top. 520. Sitting prone, that was a great shot.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
But you're
That's
confident.
why we, well, no, I strongly believe don't take a shot unless A, you're going to have a gun that's going to produce energy out far. So I wouldn't say to everybody to do it, and that gun certainly does by a long shot. B, you need to not have a lot of wind, which we had hardly any. And C, you need to be comfortable that 90% of the time at that distance you can hit a vital zone.
Yeah.
So those are all
and
the
you've
things
done
to
it
line
a
up,
lot.
so.
You've shot long range a lot, so.
A fair amount. Yeah, not as long as,
Dude,
not as much as some.
Happy, man.
Thanks,
That was awesome.
bro. Thanks.
I love when hunts go like that. You work your butt off and it doesn't come easy. This is day number 4 and we've put some miles down.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
That didn't take very long.
No. I want you to shoot like Adam Weatherby. 525 yards, boom, whack, 5 steps, drop.
Dude, congratulations, Adam.
Thank you.
That is incredible.
Yeah, he wasn't the bull that they'd spotted before. And so Chris went to kind of look around the corner. And then
We got set up on this bull first.
it was just stable. He's a good 6x. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, that plan happened quick. It's only 7:27. It's been light for about 7 minutes, and Adam killed his bull. So it's crazy how we've hunted so hard the first 4 days, first 3 full days, hiked a ton of miles, and just like that, in an instant, it all can change for the better. So you got to keep staying positive. It's easy to get down, especially when you have such a short season to work with. 5 days is not very long, particularly when you're in an area that you've never hunted before, but it can change fast. So we're going to stop talking and try to go find a bull for me to shoot.
Well, guys, it's Operation Recovery. We're going in to help those guys with Adam's bull.
Today's been a good day. Adam finally got his bull, and then we have another bull. It's bedded. It appears to be a good play for the evening for me, so we're gonna make the most of our last day and a half of hunting. Hopefully get tagged out.
We're out here in nature. Thanks, man.
That's rad.
So to do it with you guys,
The first ever
and
Hush Weatherby rifle. I think it's fitting that you got the first one with it. That's awesome.
so too.
I'm really glad I didn't shoot a 400 inch elk though right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, I'd be so pissed if it was on my back. Let's go.
Okay, that's the double front. That's why I was like,
You gonna put this on the same rack?
No, I think we should go inside with that one. Got meat in the freezer, which is a good feeling. Now we're gonna go fill another tag.
we're gonna go get more meat.
Yes.
Just got done eating lunch, refueling after we packed off Adam's bowl. During that whole process when I was out with Eric, our other buddy Jeff spotted a bull with 6 cows. We all glassed it for quite a while with the spotters, and it's definitely a good bull. So we actually have him in the spotting scope right now, and now we are all, Eric and I in particular and Jeff, are down here trying to go pick up where this bull is bedded. He hasn't really moved since this morning, and we're about 2 o'clock right now, so the goal is to go sneak in, relocate him, which is always tough when you see him up high on an vantage point and then you've got to get down to where they're at. It always looks really different. So we made a couple marks on the Onyx map of where we think they are and where we think we need to be. So now it's time to go verify and hopefully get a shot off, get a double today. That'd be a good way to end this trip.
Got a good clean lens for you guys. Plan is to capture another kill shot. Well, my first one, because Casey got the last one. So, here we go.
I'm gonna try to gain a little elevation so we can see over these tall trees. We're kind of in a canyon right now, and I think the elk are bedded on a bench up above it. So if we can get some elevation, we have a few points of interest that we kind of kept in mind, so we can try to relocate where they're at. There's this patch of dead trees that sticks out. If we can find that, then we can kind of confirm where they are. See if we can pick them up through the spotting scope or the binoculars.
It's gonna be tough to see just because it's not very steep over here, so we kind of got like this little drainage wash, and it's just so roly-poly that if we get on this side, it's gonna be very difficult to see across.
Just gotta try to find this sucker. It's so thick over there. Crazy. I took a picture. That was one of those big dead pines right there. Guys, we found a couple of the cows. That bull is really close by. They're about 260 yards away. We're just trying to be really quiet. Glass this oak that they're in real good. We just need him to step out now.
It's getting exciting because any second now, a bull could stand up. It's still gonna be tough to see him just because of all the trees and all the
brush, but they're only like 300 yards away. You can see them with your eyeballs. You can see them with your eyeballs. Your naked eye, whatever, you know. You can see them with the binos too, like that. See them? There they are. It's starting to get fun. Got 3 or 4 cows that are up and feeding. One more that's bedded, we can see. That bull is somewhere close by. So we're in a good location. We just gotta continue to be patient, which is hard to do because we've been watching this bull since this morning. It's been a long day, but I feel good about it. I don't know, but I have a feeling that's where he's at.
All right, guys, a little update from up here. Brian and the guys are down off the hill, and we've got a bull spotted. We bedded him down, sent those guys in after it, and we just barely, he just got up. So they should be about 400 yards away from this bull right now. But he's a good one. Definitely a second to last day shooter. 2 bulls in one day would be awesome.
Finally caught up with the bull. We've got him right here. Come on. He's kind of facing us. It's not a good angle to shoot right now. Be back set up. Hold up here. He's sweet.
Hit him again.
You hit him. I heard him. He's same spot.
Again.
Okay, here he comes. He's coming to the left. Yeah, get right there. Be back to the right. A little more to the right. He's just left of where he was.
We can just barely see his antler tips right now. D-Mac's gonna lay down.
He's still right there. Okay, he just got up. He just got up. Can you see him?
Yeah.
gonna try that shot, B?
What's that?
You gonna try to hit him in the neck?
I don't know. If you can hit him, hit him. Yeah. The range is very low. I think it was 450.
There's a log like right in front of him.
What is it?
411.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yep. Sounded like a hit.
Hit him again.
He's still standing. Okay, he's coming to the left, B. He's coming to the left. Good work, B.
He took 3 steps and went down.
See? Lay down.
Guys, that was crazy.
He's right here.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, love you, brother. Oh, man, nice work, B.
Oh my gosh.
Nice work. Look at that, guys.
Dude, no way.
Piled up right by this big log. Oh, his nerves are still kicking. How cool.
Guys, we just had a very eventful day number 4 of our hunt. As you saw, started out with Adam killing an awesome bull first thing in the morning. We had that bull packed up, cut up, packed out by 11 a.m. We went and hung it in a cooler from a local guy we know down here. Came back to camp, was literally cooking lunch for everybody, and these guys had put a bull to bed this morning, Brian, Eric, and Jeff. They spotted it around 1:30. We finished cooking lunch, they ate lunch, and then they went, and from like 2:30 till it's 6:30 now.
They just shot probably at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, me, Adam, and Chris sat behind the glass and watched the whole thing unfold.
Probably 2,500 yards or something.
Oh man, that was, I felt like it was 2-3 miles.
Yeah.
It was a long ways, but.
And we got to see the whole thing and watch him, watch the bull get hit and the shot and the sound travel super far.
What was cool is we got to watch him walk up on it, which was awesome because I can just imagine the excitement that was happening down there. But the same excitement was going on up on the ridge, man. It's so cool. We worked so hard to hopefully harvest 2 bulls. And it's just how it happens. We say it all the time, man. We always just hunt for an opportunity, and we really haven't had too many opportunities, really, this whole trip.
Yeah.
And
we got 2 in one day?
We just got 2 bulls in one day. So we always say, like, when you feel like it's just not going to happen, that's when you just got to push harder and go after it. Because it only takes 1 bull. But today it took 2 to fill 2 tags. So.
Yep. Super fun day, but it is going to be somewhat of a long night because we are going with some empty pack frames to slice this thing up and get them out.
Yep.
So
hopefully get there right before the sun is completely behind the hill and get a few pics.
So we got it done day before season ends. So we had a buffer.
We did.
So it'll be fun. All right.
Man, pretty emotional. I don't know what it is about shooting elk with my rifle, but dang. That bull was tough. He was still alive a little bit when we got up here, so it's always hard watching them take their last breath. What a hunt. What a freaking hunt. We had such a fun time. It's 2 bulls in one day with great friends. It's hard to beat. It's crazy how tough these elk are, though. I mean, he soaked up 3 shots. Their resiliency to live is crazy. But so that's what we're here to do, is to shoot an elk. And for me, I just get super emotional when you walk up on them, and I just feel blessed to have the meat and the experiences. But man, Casey and Adam are driving up here, but I got to share this one with Eric, and he told me before we left for Utah that he was gonna find me a cheater bull, and I think he can check that box. He found it. Hunting is a team effort, man. The more that I hunt, the more that you just truly realize it's a complete team. There's no way that I would have gotten this bull without everybody's help. I mean, Chris and Jeff are people we knew on social media, but never really had a chance to meet in person. They were so helpful. Zach and Paul have been incredibly hospitable. Just open up their home and their knowledge of this area for us. It's been a great time getting to know Adam and the history of Weatherby, and for us to have this this partnership with them for this new Hush branded Weatherby rifle is crazy to think about. They have, like, you just grow up reading stories about the Weatherby family and the Weatherby name and what it means in the industry, and for us to have a small piece of that is just really hard to put your arms around. And Adam's just one of a kind. I mean, he's a CEO that's so down to earth and genuinely loves his family brand, and it's been so fun to hang out with him. And man, Casey and Eric and Andy, we have been on some crazy adventures, and I just love those guys to death. So what a hunt, though. I want to thank all you guys too for following us along all these years. Without you guys subscribing to our YouTube channel and supporting us through our merchandise and even following our social media platforms, there's just this Hushin brand would never even exist, and it's just super overwhelming for all of us to see the support that you guys all give us. So thank you. And for those of you that are sitting in the theater watching this, helping raise money for a charity, once again, we thank you for all your support, your generosity, and with any luck, we'll be able to come do this again next year.
The pack brigade has showed up. I'm so excited to see Brian. Congratulate him. What a cool day. What a cool hunt. Everything worked out so good. Hey! What are you guys doing? What are you doing, Brian?
Wiping the tears away, buddy.
Congratulations, dude. Love you too.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Wow.
Huh?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, wow, look at that.
He's cool, though.
Oh, he's a heck of a lot of fun. Brian. Wow. Jeez. Look at all that junk up there.
Yeah.
Probably was.
Put one more in him. Just, we waited a while, but.
Shit, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
The fourth. So weird now that we're over here. It's so different. Hey.
Crazy cool, though, huh?
Yeah. Well, hey, it just takes one, right? Just takes one.
Oh, man.
Or
Good job.
two if you want to build two tags. It takes two then.
Hey Brian, he's dead now.
He's dead now. We got him.
Hey, all of us hunters could stay up all night telling stories just like that.
Sweet deal, man. I'm glad you got him.
You guys have been so generous.
Look at that. Look at that. Well, I mean,
His character's awesome.
what's he doing?
Should have brought my pruning shoes.
Yeah.
Driving right to that spot would be perfect.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That should be
Oh, dude, he broke off.
Yeah, look at that.
Eric called that,
dude.
You called the bottom time?
Yeah, he called it. You got a
No
broken
way.
G2
He
or
said
what?
G1.
Oh, G1.
He gets lucky every once in a while that Eric does.
Got tons of character, though, huh?
You kidding me?
Look at his tooth.
super short or broke.
That slightly broke. His he got in a fight on over here in this region. And where's that other cheater come off? It goes straight off.
It's cool, dude.
Look at that. Dude, this guy is a cheater.
He looks so
This guy
happy
does
to
not
be-
play by the rules.
No, he's cheating.
Wow.
Get on the board yet?
Bull down, Pops.
What's that?
Bull down.
Attaboy. Good one, son.
Yeah, it's been a fun hunt. Adam got his this morning, and we just got this one knocked down. They spotted we spotted him like first thing in the morning, and then we watched him through the spotting scope, bedded him, came in, and just were trying to pick him out. Super thick country, and finally.
Break him down and go have a cocktail.
All right, love you.
Love you. Take care, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
Eric's ingenious idea.
A little lopsided here. Guys, that's a tech tip. Trekking poles, keep big horns, keep spinning.
What a hunt. 2 bulls in 1 day. Day 4 of a 5-day hunt. Pretty cool. The road. Holy smokes. How was Brian? Pretty fun?
Forward.
What you get for shooting such a big elk? You know that, right?
Not built for that, Adam.
Down there. Back to the truck. With all the meat and all the gear.
Alright, it's the evening of opening day. We had a great first morning, saw a ton of elk. We're in a new location now, and we switched it up. We're out with Zach's dad, Paul. I have to hold on until Paul's done peeing.
there.
What does it even mean? What does it all mean? We just got back from camp.
Is there any notes anywhere?
And somebody wanted to display their elk hoof. I don't think this is Eric. I think this is somebody that's like, hey, look at, we killed a bull.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is kind of like this in your face kind of thing.
Put this in the movie. Don't leave camp without baby wipes.
All right, Adam, tell us who you are.
My name is Maximus Aurelius. Husband to a murdered wife. Father to a murdered son. And I will get my revenge in this life or the next.
And cut. We're
yeah,
good.
Okay.
Yeah.